Hey there, it's Steve from Serious Keto, and in this video, we are going to try and find an alternative for potatoes. Now, for those of you who watched my transformation video series, you know that about a year ago, I went on a potatoes-only fast for 2 weeks. And if you're looking for something to cure your cravings for potatoes, that will do the trick. I have not craved a potato in the last year. I look at a baked potato and not a thing, nothing. That said, from time to time, I wouldn't mind a French fry, or maybe some chips to dip into some keto-friendly dip. So in this video, we are going to look at celery root, daikon radish, kohlrabi, rutabaga, turnips, jicama, and zucchini. I will be putting these through a few different tests. First, I'm going to taste them raw, just to get a feel for the texture and the flavor. The taste is like a very mild celery. The texture, pretty much carrot. The texture is like a moist radish. You know, oftentimes when you have radishes, they really have sort of a dry and sometimes even mealy texture. This, a lot closer to an apple, honestly. This I like. It's probably the most flavor neutral thing that I've tasted so far. Texturally, it reminds me a lot of raw potato. And there's almost a tiny, like buttery taste to it. I'm not in love with the texture on these. In terms of flavor, there's nothing really pronounced about it, neither good nor bad. Texture though, probably my least favorite. Very flavor neutral. I would put the texture somewhere between a potato and an apple. Now I'm not sure if it was just because I took a slice that was close to the edge, but this had a taste somewhere between sweet and dirt. It's definitely an earthy flavor, and I guess we'll have to see if once we get inside and are making fries, if we still have that flavor. For the fries, I am not going to take you through the entire cooking process. What I will tell you is that I'm going to be using cast iron. I will be cooking the fries in beef tallow at somewhere in the 350 to 370 degree range. Starting with the celery root or celeriac. Do not like it. And it basically tastes kind of like stir-fried celery that's been cooked in oil too much. Not a win. Next, we have the daikon radish. That's better in terms of flavor. I think maybe something like this could make some good hash browns. Not so sure on the fries. The kohlrabi. I like the flavor and the texture on this. This is not fry-like, but I think you could make some great sort of scalloped potatoes out of this. I think this would be perfect for that. Next, the rutabaga. It's, I don't know, okay. I think if you were looking to add a little more heartiness to a stew, rutabaga might be the answer. It doesn't have the full-on flavor of carrot or that sort of sweetness, so that may be a good use for it, not a fry. Turnip. That is just completely boring. I have no use for this. Lastly, we have jicama. This actually tastes kind of like a French fry. If I can figure out how to crisp up the exterior on this, I think jicama is the way to go for a French fry. Celeriac. I do not like this at all. Imagine just the driest celery you've ever had. Ugh. Awful. Awful. Can't do this anymore. Daikon radish. They're okay. Frankly, I prefer them raw. Kohlrabi. Winner. I have a feeling that if I cut these thicker and season them, these are going to be my potato chip. Rutabaga. Not a fan. Turnip. Not a great taste once dehydrated. Jicama. We got another winner here. I like the texture on these. This has me thinking about some clever uses for jicama and jicama chips. Stay tuned. And finally, zucchini, which I didn't do fries on because I kind of knew what zucchini fries were all about anyway. It's got almost like a grassy taste to it. Don't know that I love that. All right, so we have learned some interesting things with this experiment. I know that I'm not going to do anything with celeriac or celery root, and probably not anything with rutabagas. But I have learned enough that I think I can start transforming some of my favorite potato-based recipes into keto-fied versions. I've already put together a list of 6 or 7 recipe videos that I will be releasing over the upcoming weeks using these potato substitutes. And they will start tomorrow with one of my favorites, something I haven't had in a year: corned beef hash. If you enjoyed this video, click that like button, hit that subscribe button. If you want to be notified whenever I release a new video, tap the bell. And if you would like to help support the Serious Keto Test Kitchen, take a look at memberships. Click that join button and see what the options are and if any of those are interesting to you. Thanks for watching.